What's up, Glamazons? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be comparing two foundations. They are both from YSL and they are both All Hours foundation. One is the Flawless Matte Full Coverage, and then the other one is the Luminous Matte. What I'm going to be doing is putting the original matte full coverage on one side and the luminous full coverage on the other. I am exhausted. I've been up like almost 48 hours. I had the shittiest night at work, and then I had to go and put my cat of 17 years down. And I'm not gonna cry. I've cried all day. I don't know if I have any tears left, so I'm like, let me play with some makeup and maybe I can cheer up some. I'd cried off all my makeup anyways. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm using my phone to film, so I'll put the price of the foundation on the screen. So, let's see. They're both 0.84 ounces. Oh, I got different colors in them. Okay, in the matte full coverage, I got B20 Ivory, and then in the Luminous Matte, but Luminous Matte, like, that kind of contradicts itself. I got LN1. I just saw the expiration date on this. I'm just gonna have to block that from my mind. Okay. So I'm not going to put a primer on because two reasons. I'm just going to be taking this off after this video, and I want to be able to show you guys just the foundation without any other factors affecting the finish of it. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to start out with the original one, and yeah, all right. It's almost empty. I guess that's a good thing since it's a spiral. Okay. So I have used the luminous one a few times. It's definitely a thinner consistency. So here is the matte one. And I'm just going to dot it on my face. And then I'll blend it out. Oh, this is still bothering me. Can you see those? One scab came off, but the other, it was really bad like 2 weeks ago though. I'm like, if anybody asks, I'm just going to tell them I punched a wall, because I'd rather them think I have anger issues than what really happened. So, I'm an INFJ, and we like kind of live in our heads, like, you know, up in the clouds. I'm also a Cancer and Pisces moon, so that all those qualities. And I was so deep into my phone, I walked into a wall. Oh my god, I am so glad nobody saw me. I was humiliated even though nobody saw me. Alright, so yeah, let me blend this out with the Morphe M439. Oh, this is definitely in my top 5 foundations, and I just love the way their foundation smells. They all have like the same scent. It's like a really nice floral. It just smells like rich, you know what I'm saying? So that is, let me get a different brush, because I think because it's still a little damp that it thinned the foundation out some. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And this is my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush.
I need more energy.
Okay, yeah, that's more like it. So even though it's a matte foundation, it's not like super cakey matte, because I have really dry skin, so I can't wear those a foundation. Or if I do have them, I'll mix like a liquid highlighter in with it. So here is the original. Now let's go in with the Luminous matte, and they both say up to 24-hour full coverage. And you know what? I can attest to that. I hardly ever go to sleep with my makeup on, but I did fall asleep with it on one night, and I woke up, I swear, my makeup still looked flawless. I was like, damn. So it's probably gonna start running, so I don't wanna, can't hold it up too fast, but that's the consistency of it. Like I said, it's a thinner consistency. I love the smell. And they blend out very nicely, like no patchiness. If there was, I would definitely be able to see it under all these lights. So let's see if this is really that different from the matte one. Is there a difference?
I need more energy.
Not much, actually. Wow.
Can you help me?
I thought there would be more of a difference.
Can you help me? I need more energy. There's
Okay, so let me see if it, I guess, yeah, it's a little bit more luminous. Okay, so let's put some concealer on and see what it looks like after that. I'm using the concealer I have with the least coverage, so it doesn't affect the foundation too much. So I'm gonna use this Dior Forever Skin Correct concealer in 0N. It's 0N, but it's still like not that light. So I don't know if any of you are really spiritual or believe in you know, your soul living on after you pass, but at work last night I had a patient that they made, it's called comfort measures only, and it's basically where we withdraw them from life support, from the ventilator, from any medications they may be on, and you know, let them pass naturally. And you know, the patient was terminal, so you know, the family definitely made the right decision. But I've you know, done that with multiple patients. I've been a nurse for 10 years, so it's nothing new to me. And you know, every time it's essentially the same thing. What happens is their oxygen saturation, their oxygen level starts to drop, and then when your oxygen level starts to drop, it causes your heart rate to drop to where it eventually stops. Now, a normal oxygen level, you want it to be like 92 to 100. So we took him off the ventilator, and he wasn't, his oxygen wasn't dropping very quickly. I think the lowest he got was like 63%, and then he started to come up. And, you know, because the family was asking me, you know, what happened, and I explained to them what I just explained to you, you know, about the oxygen and the heart rate and everything. And I said, but, you know, a lot of patients will wait until their family leaves because they don't want their family to see them pass. And you know, the patient, we keep them as comfortable as possible with pain medication and anti-anxiety medication. So if you know, just being there, you wouldn't have thought that he even knew other people were in the room. But they were like, okay, you know, we're gonna go home and get some rest. You know, call us if anything changes. And when they left, his oxygen saturation was at 85%, which isn't horrible. And I was like, oh, like, because usually when we terminally extubate, take somebody off the ventilator, they pass fairly quickly. And so they left. A minute after the family left, I saw the oxygen line flatline. I checked for a pulse, no pulse. I was like, oh my God, I had never seen that happen before. And the wife forgot her phone, so she was calling literally as I was calling time of death. And the other nurse, you know, told them that he had passed. And then the daughter called up again because they still couldn't find the phone, and there was another room they had been in. She wanted me to look there. I'm like, I actually already did. I didn't find it. I'm sorry. And she was like, you know, when I left, his oxygen was 85. I wasn't expecting that. And I was like, honestly, I wasn't either. And she was like, you were absolutely right. She was like, he was waiting for us to leave. I'm like, yeah. It was crazy. Okay, hold on. So let me just show you both sides before I put some powder on. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, so here is the matte side and the luminous matte side. I can definitely see there's more luminosity now on this side. So, alright, I'm going to set it with some powder. Here is with powder. I love these foundations just so much, by the way. Now that there's powder, I'm not noticing much of a difference, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to go put the rest of my makeup on, finish it, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like with my makeup completed. Alright, I'll be back. I actually wanted to come back on and put this blush on and show you guys. So, I got this from my Boxy Luxe, and I tried it on when I got it. I already had some blush on, but it's crazy because, so, color changing blush oil. A blush oil that reacts to your skin's unique chemistry for a soft glow. So I swatched it on my hand, and then I put it on my cheek, and they were two completely different colors. Like, it was insane. I didn't think it was really going to work, but it did. But I want to try it again since I have no blush on and see what it does. I don't know how I'm supposed to, I guess I'll just kind of dot it on there. Oh my gosh. That's insane. It's so insane. And it's like not like really colored. It's like clear, and then see how it's a different color than, oh my god, like that is so cool, isn't it? Okay, lip. I'm gonna go with, I have not bought a MAC lipstick in so long, but they were on sale on Ulta, so I got this Daddy's Girl Love Me lipstick. Oh my god, do you guys know that #1 Farsali is no longer available at Sephora, and they no longer are selling the liquid glass primer, which is like my all-time absolute favorite primer in the world. I'm like devastated. Is it horrible to say that I I don't really notice a difference. Because I don't. I mean, this side looks a little bit more, just a little bit more natural. But like, not to where anybody else would notice. So if you're thinking about getting the Luminous matte and you already have the original one, I mean, I don't know if I would spend the money. I don't know. Yeah. Alright guys, well, that is not at all how I was expecting it to turn out. But hey, I can't control the makeup. So, and that's just this is just my opinion, but hopefully it helps somebody somehow. I just wanted to play with some makeup, but alright guys, I will see you in my next video.